That was amazing. Lily, do you think that was sufficient to wake up the lion?
Definitely a very sufficient way to wake up the dragon. And that's a good way to bring you into our next event. We would like to invite some of our very distinguished VIP guests here today to help us begin a special ritual called Dotting of the Lion's Eyes. This is a special ritual that must take place before the lion dance can begin.
But first, we'd like to invite some of these important people to come and make some, to give you some words to wish you the best for the new year. Now, these people have been very important, not only in organizing today's festivals, but in shaping Chinatown and bringing you all sorts of amazing restaurants and all sorts of activities which we're able to enjoy and which the whole of the public is able to enjoy every year and all throughout the year in the way of Chinatown. So, first up to the stage, we'd like to invite Mr. Leslie Ng. Now, Mr. Leslie Ng is the head of the London Chinatown Chinese Association. So he's the main man responsible for Chinatown, and he's also the man who's been in charge of organizing all of today's ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Leslie Ng.
If you please give him a warm round of applause.
Hello. How are you today? Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today we are here to celebrate the Chinese New Year of the Rabbit. This London Chinatown Chinese New Year celebration not only showcases the variety and splendor of the Chinese culture, but also reflects the attraction of London as a place to celebrate the Chinese New Year. We welcome tens of thousands of you here today. Welcome. In Trafalgar Square, Londoners and visitors to our great city. There is always a lot of hard work behind the scenes to enable the London Chinatown Chinese Association to host this successful event. But also, we depend on support from the Office of the Mayor of London, Westminster City Council, and other local authorities. We are also grateful for support from the Chinese Embassy, big corporations, and local business. I'm very honored to host such a big event on behalf of the LCCA, and thank you for all your efforts today and in the past. For the last 3 years, I have had the honor of being the president of the London Chinatown Chinese Association. During this period, I have listened to the local community and business, been aware of their needs and concerns, and had the opportunity of working with them towards any possible solutions. I especially want to thank all the staff of the LCCA, as no matter what difficulties they face, they have always risen to the challenge and are dedicated in doing their best for the community. In recent years, the London Chinatown Chinese Association has built up the relationship with different levels of the government, from local council to foreign office. We are particularly proud of our cooperation with the Metropolitan Police. Working together, Chinatown has become one of the safest places in London for business and for tourists. In addition, we have worked with the government on the issues of the catering training scheme and immigration. We are very pleased to see that the LCCA has been increasingly involved in issues relating to the wider community and making an important contribution after years of hard work. I believe that if we continue to work closely with all agencies, London Chinatown will have a very bright future. 100 years ago, our highly respected Dr. Sun Yat-sen was a pioneer revolutionary who led the cause to overthrow the feudal system of China near the end of the Qing dynasty. He founded the first republic in China and subsequently contributed to the social and economic advancement of his motherland. His works and words have always reminded and encouraged us to be united and the importance of the unification for all Chinese and also in other parts of the world. London was one of the places where Dr. Sun Yat-sen stayed in 1909. This year, we will organize a range of events and activities to commemorate him with our local and overseas scholars, overseas Chinese and students. China is currently undergoing major reforms, including opening its doors to the outside world over the past 20 years. Last November's visit of Britain's Prime Minister David Cameron to China and China's Vice Premier Li Keqiang to England last month, which brings a closer link not only in political and economic areas, but also in culture, education and technology for both countries. I think that's why today we have so many Chinese overseas students here in Trafalgar Square. Are you here today? Yes! Thank you. We hope this will bring more economic growth and create more jobs for both countries. We also understand China has agreed to send a pair of pandas to Edinburgh, Scotland this year. Sometime this year. And I hope we can have the two pandas to come down to London to visit London and watch the Kung Fu Panda film 2 on June 17th. This year is the year of the rabbit. Rabbit represents peace, love, and intelligence. Let's come together and help each other and love each other in the new year and work towards a better tomorrow. Let's sing and dance with the performing groups to celebrate the Chinese New Year. Enjoy the festivities and wish you all a happy, healthy and prosperous New Year. London welcome you. ChinaTown welcome you. We love Chinatown, we love London. 恭喜发财, Happy New Year. Thank you.